Hey there YouTubers, today I'm going to be talking about Pokemon Go because it's the latest craze and I'm hearing a lot of crap and a lot of things that are making me think, what? What? Like for example this crap of if you're 20 and above you shouldn't be playing Pokemon because Pokemon is for kids. Mate, Pokemon came out in 1996. I'm 25 right now. I was 5 when Pokemon actually first came out. It's my generation's thing. If someone who's 20 to 30 years old wants to play Pokemon, go for it. It's our generation's thing. We are fully entitled to play it. If anyone else says otherwise, they are on some serious crack and have no joy in their lives. If you're young and want to play it, fine, that's the typical audience, but as a 25-year-old, halfway between 20 and 30, it's my first trading card game. It was the cartoon designed for us. Like, you're goddamn right I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna play it with freaking pride. The first time I got emotional over a cartoon, I know it's sad for me to admit it, but yes, it was Pokemon. That time when in the first movie when Ash gets frozen or turned to stone or whatever Mewtwo's attack did to him, I got emotional. The guy I aspire to be like, again, I'm 5, I have no concept of what's real or what's fake. I see something on a TV, I like it, I want to be it. So yeah, someone I wanted to aspire to be dies. Yeah, that is hard hitting. So hell yes, I want to go back to the golden days, the golden age, where I didn't care if Vodafone wanted money. It's like, yeah, my kid, go away. You know what I mean? It's just for us, like, obviously I can't speak for everyone, but I know for me, this is how I feel. It's an escape from the modern world. It's an escape, even though Pokemon Go is a pretty modern thing, but you know what I mean. It's an escape from, you know, being a grown-up and having to pay bills and having to persuade people to buy stuff from you and not from... It's, you know, it's just a break. I don't feel us adults get a break. Like, you're either at work, you're either sleeping, you're either entertaining friends, family, whatever, or clients if you're in that kind of job. It's like you don't really get a day off to just literally hang loose. And no, your days often aren't inclusive, because what are you doing on your day off? You're cleaning, you're running out doing errands, you're fixing this, you're fixing that, you're buying this, you're buying that. Oh no, Tiny Tim has, I don't know, severe diarrhea at 5, so needs, you know, to go to the doctors. It's like you don't really have a proper day off. Like, you have a day where you have 2 days where you're not working, but not when you just have time to do what you want. And when you do finally have those times, it's because you're going to a different country with the family to take them out, to educate them about different places. And now that to me is not a break. That to me is still something you're having to do. So yeah, so I feel like, yeah, Pokemon is for us. And you know what, having played it for quite some time recently, it's the amount of banter you get from it. Like, me, my missus, and one of her friends that we keep taking the piss that she's my sister because we share the same surname. The 3 of us play it. Now, for those of you who've never played it, don't want to play it, or haven't had a chance to play it, or whatever, you know what? We all, obviously, me and my missus will have banter, and obviously me and my sister will have banter. But you know what? Nothing quite describes the kind of banter we get from Pokemon Go when we start insulting each other because we've chosen, each one of us has chosen a team, with none of us on the same team, and the way we just wind each other up, or I've kind of wound myself up. My data's run out. Thanks to Facebook, funnily enough, not Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go's only taken 350 megabytes of data, and that's when, even with my 8-hour trek, just catching them all. So, kudos to Niantic Labs, or whatever they're called, for making it, so low in terms of its network consumption. So anyway, I have no data at the moment. I'm only going to get it back on the 5th, and I'm at a wedding then. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited for the wedding, but it's like, I'm a Pokemon master. I need to be out catching Pokemon. Anyway, so me and my missus, she was driving me from mine to from my where I work to mine. She was staying over, and I ended up winding myself up by catching her Pokemon that I could only dream of freaking catching. It's like, bruh, you're barely 10, level 10, that is. I'm not that way oriented, I promise. Right, you're level 10, and you've caught a Wurtle that I've been lusting over. You've caught a Kabuto, which I've never known where it is to exist, and a few others that I've caught. It's like, dude, I really want them. You have no right having them. And she has to execute. It's like, no, come on, man. I'm almost, I think I'm like, what, level 17? It's like, how dare you? How dare you catch them? And yeah, I was winding myself up, joking about how she's got these fantastic Pokemon that I want. Niantic, carry up with that trading malarkey so that I can just hoodwink her and just be safe. I'm joking, Corey, I wouldn't do that to you. That's a bit, I'm not that big of a prick, I promise. Yeah, and I'm sorry, the people who have made it necessary for these don't Pokemon Go and drive and all this bollocks, I'm sorry, how stupid are you? All these people who walk into things or fall into things because they're not looking where I'm going. I'm sorry, the thing vibrates every time there's something happens in the game. So if a Pokemon pops up, you'll vibrate. If your egg hatches, guess what? It's gonna vibrate. How about this? Do what I do. Play it, have it on, keep tapping it left, right, and center. When you sense it vibrates, look down the rest of the time. Enjoy where you're walking. I went to Hyde Park on my 8-hour trek. That took up the majority of the time I was out walking about. And by the way, just to reiterate the point, the journey I took, which was from my fiance's to mine, is normally a 3-hour trek. So yeah, this 8-hour trek, the majority of which was spent in Hyde Park, and I took some time whilst I was there to take pictures and just really enjoy the weather, seeing as we're Britain and I don't know how long it's going to last. So I figured I'd take pictures to cherish the moment. So yeah, and the whole time I wasn't looking at my phone. I'm not stupid. I'm not getting robbed. I saw a lot of other people just checking up their phone, but I ain't stupid. I've had my phone stolen once. Granted, it was on a really packed tube, but I've had it stolen once. I am not risking that again. And one way I'm not risking it is by going up to people like, oh look, it's a phone. It's a really good phone. For those who don't, obviously a lot of you ain't gonna know what phone it is. It's the Samsung S7. And Android all the way. iPhone is rubbish on that note. Can't wait to see the comments there. I've probably sparked some sort of war now. All joking aside, yeah. So yeah, I just had it by my side the whole time. I had it connected to a portable charger, which had to charge my phone twice. So yeah, it is a battery drainer. And if you need to get yourself a portable charger, get a pebble. That's the brand name. I'm not saying, grab a pebble from a park or something like that. Either a Verto or an Explorer, they will sort you out. I better be getting money for this pebble. I joke. But yeah, hooked it up to my portable charger and just had it by my side as I walked around. And yes, I was tapping it constantly so that it doesn't turn off, because once it goes to the lock screen, it doesn't work. And they've done it purposely so they can shift merchandise. However, I have a lot of stamina, so I do not mind just holding my phone and just, by my side and just tapping. I could do that for God knows how long. 8 hours apparently. But yeah, and you know what? I saw parts of Hyde Park. I'm a Londoner. I pass Hyde Park every day. I, as a child, was brought up practically in Hyde Park. There are 3 parks I've practically lived in. Hyde Park being the second but biggest park and there's always something going on there, whether it be Winter Wonderland, whether it be the Wireless Festival, what have you. There's always something going on there, so there's always a reason for me to go there. However, playing Pokemon Go, I went into so-called uncharted territory and been to parts of the park that I've never been to. Granted, I was trying to streamline it, to link it to parts I have, so I know where I'm actually going. It's a huge ass park, so if you don't know where you're going, you're going to get lost and possibly found later on in the year. But I had work the next day and I wasn't risking that. So yeah, I saw parts that I've never seen. I've seen little exhibitions that you'd never read about in the papers, you'd never see it advertised on TV, but it was like a little exhibition of really weird stuff. I might upload a few pictures from that time, or might upload all of them, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, cool. I've never seen this before. Thank you, Pokemon Go. You taught a Londoner where to go. So it's like, and I'm sorry, people who, and another thing I have to mention, I've been on Facebook, people going that we should have hand signs for Pokemon Go and that we should be wearing certain colours out of our back pocket. It's like, okay, I'm not American, but that's some Bloodsby Crips bollocks right there. Why are we trying to get killed? Why is humanity in such a desperate need to die? It's like, yeah, let's pretend we're gang members. And when we pass a gang member who would use the opposing sign, what's going to happen? I don't think he's going to go, "You on Pokemon Go, fam? You better be on Pokemon Go." No. He sees a phone. He sees a bellend. A distracted bellend at that. Yeah, no. You're not going to be in one piece. And if you think you're going to be playing Pokemon Go for any longer, yeah, no, that's not happening. And the reason why I mentioned specifically the Blood and the Crabs is because that's what I've seen that the signs are mimicking. It's not from my own divine inspiration. It's just because that's what I've seen that they're actually attributed to. So that makes it even stupider. Why would you use actual gang signs for Pokemon team signs? Seriously, I can only imagine this uniquely brilliant idea originated in America, because, yeah, just no. Why was that necessary? What next? We're gonna be, carrying guns and crap in Hyde Park just to, blend in. Seriously, what a stupid idea. It's like a fun, innocent game that, encourages people to get out and walk around and actually see where they're living. Not just know they're living there, but actually see it for what it is. Had to be brought down to this. It's like, and the fact that people are actually vandalizing things and doing all this kind of bollocks because to rep their team. It's like, bruh. Like, what is the need? What is the need to start throwing bottles up because someone's of another team? Like, why? What's the need to do that kind of stuff? What is the need to start going up to like people's houses and start spray painting your Team Instinct or Team Valor, which I am part of, by the way? Hell yes, Team Valor, bravery all the way. Or Team Mystic. What is the need? If I'm going to do that, I'm going to have a little joke about it. I'm going to print out flyers and make them like, you know, Team Labour, Team Conservatives, Team... what's that useless team? That's the one. Team Liberal Democrats, and just put Pokemon train in the front and just, you know, mess with people. That's perfectly fine. If you want to wind people up that way, go for it. I reckon that would be hilarious. I'd be the kind of person who'd actually read it as well, just to see the ingenuity of the person who's done this. But don't be resorting to criminal activity to rep. Like, seriously. That's as stupid as an idea as it gets, and people need to stop doing this. And the person who came up with the Bloods and Crips and Doritos and the French fries and the whatever signs, they just need to calm down. It's a kid's game. We have enough kids being shot. The newspapers nowadays, you read a lot about how a child's been shot because someone's done a drive-by and not actually aimed. Not that I'm saying they should be shooting in the general at the general public and within the general public, but you know what I mean. You see a lot of that being reported. Why do we need to exacerbate it so that more kids die? Guys, think about what you do. This is a kid's game to begin with. Yes, I'm defending the rights for adults to play, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's only for adults. This game should be only for adults. Well, that would be slightly awesome. Well, it's a kid's game. Chances are a child is playing this. Let's not bring politics and crap into it. And to be honest, I don't see the point of having a team. Like, surely this game should be about being an individual. And I'm sorry, 3 choices about your top, your backpack, your shoes, and really just 3 choices? How individual is that? You've got what, 12 different characters max. We've got how many billion people in the world? What? If you're gonna limit us with that, at least let us customize the face. At least let us, you know, take a picture of our ugly mugs and attach it to this animated body. Like, seriously. But yeah, that's overall, I do think Pokemon Go is a really good idea. It got me to do something that I haven't done in years, which is go on do that 3-hour or 8-hour to be more accurate walk, which I've not done in ages. Not done it in about maybe 2 years. But one day I just figured, sod it, it's warm in England, for a change, I'm gonna walk. How is that a bad thing? I'm sorry, video games, we've been thinking, okay, how awesome would it be if we can get fit just by playing games, something that we all do, something that we love to do. And these guys have made an absolute genius way to do it, and we're getting our knickers in a twist. It's like, what more do we need in a game that's helping us get us fit? It's getting us out, it's getting us, you know, breathing fresh air, not the regurgitated crap we excel. It's making us walk. And that's another thing, people who start going, oh, it's cheating to go on the bus. No, it's not. I am not going to start walking it every day to work just so I can catch Pokemon, because I'll get carried away like a muppet and I'll start being late, and I'm not doing that. Yes, I'll play on the bus. Hell yes. Yes, I'll play it while my missus is driving the car. When I'm off and I'm not doing anything, yeah, I'll walk and play it normally. The one time I think there's an exception to the rule there is the guy who used the drone. Granted, legend, that is brilliant. That's a brilliant idea. But that would be more what I'd class as cheating, especially considering this guy. Now, I know at the shop I work at, on our website store, we sell it. That was what, about a 3.5, 4K drone? Who the hell is using that expensive hardware to play Pokemon Go? What is the point? Like, you've kind of defeated the object, the purpose of the game. I wouldn't even find it cheating if you're walking, you've got a group of huskies, put on some roller skates and like mush, and they just drag you around everywhere. That I wouldn't find cheating, although you're kind of being lazy and having all the real hard work done for you. But to actually, not sure if you bought the drone specifically for Pokemon Go, but to use that's a bit. People use that kind of drone. It's the DJI Inspire, FYI. The kind of people who use that drone, and typically the kind of customers who buy any sort of DJI, are those who are going into filmmaking. Fair enough, you can make some really nice pan shots. You can do really, the footage is very smooth. When it comes to drones, it's got some of the smoothest footage. However, you can, even if things get, a bit further than where you'd planned, no worries, it will fly. It's got at least what was it, 1.25 miles, I think it was, or something like that. So that's a decent bit of coverage. And I'm sorry, a mile isn't, when it comes to walking, when it comes to anything, isn't that much. But for something to be able to fly away from you for for a couple of miles, that's pretty decent. Anyway, what else? And those people who use apps to be clever about it, that's not called cheating. That's called working hard. The same way, if you have to do a couple of jobs, but find a way to do both of them at the same time, that's not cheating. That's being freaking smart about it. But I'm sorry, for those of you who have not played Pokemon Go, my experience is, and I don't mind it as much because I've used it to my advantage, but my experience is, boy, are you going to be catching Rattatas, Pidgeys, Sparrows, or whatever you want to call it, whatever they're called, Drowsies. You're going to be catching those like there's no tomorrow. Like that, you blink and you'll be surrounded by each and every one. So yeah, I am going to use an app so that I can try, not pinpoint necessarily, because they do have, they typically have a decent amount of error. But yeah, I'm going to use them because at least that points me in the right direction, as opposed to, at the moment, Pokemon Go, it doesn't actually give you a good indication of where Pokemon are. Like, when they show up, they all have 3 footsteps. Every single one. Now that tells me that's within 200 meters. Bruh. As, if you're not the kind of person who's quite good at working out where they are or where they've gone, in 200 meters, you are going to get so lost that, yeah. Just, you're going to get really lost. You're not going to see you're not going to remember where you were, what path you've taken. You're going to forget, and then you're just going to get frustrated and just rage quit. So yeah. And that's an issue that's been going for a while now. I don't know when they're going to fix it. If they're going to fix it, who knows, maybe they're going to fix it and then give us like a directional type thing as a, oh, we can go this way. Oh, you can go that way. That type of thing. Not pinpoint it exactly, but, not just in the area of where we need to go. So that's my view on Pokemon Go. Overall, I think it's a really good idea. And the last update sorted out so many things that were just bizarre with it. So it's a really good game. Yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know what you think in the comment section. I really do value your views, your responses, your ideas. And I shall see you whenever I feel like doing the next video. Probably next week, but I'm really bad with scheduling, so please don't hold me to it. I'll try, but I can't promise anything. Anyway, see you guys next time.